is Puddingbrains again, and I haven't done an actual look at my game Ysgarth in a while. I haven't really given an in-depth look as to what's going on. For starters, I'm making this using RPG Maker VX Ace, which is quite easy. When you really want to change a few things, like make it special for your game, you have to go in and edit coding and everything, and that kind of sucks. But for the most part, you can leave everything like it is. Let me zoom out. Not the wrong way. This is the northern continent called Norventhal. I am unsure yet whether or not I want to add all 4 continents and the center island in the game. I'm a little unsure if I want to do that or not. But as of right now, this is it. It's not done yet. I've only got, let me zoom back in here. I've only got a few places, as you can see. I've got Felstrand here, Fuel down there. I'm sorry, this is the Elder's residence. This is Felstrand. We got Fuel, cave to get through here. Go over here, and you got Fort Frostfell and the town of Frostfell, which is like one of your first missions. Eventually, you'll make your way over here. And as you can see, a lot of empty space between here. Actually, I got a lot of empty space right here, but I'll do more with. But lots of empty space between this point and Magarum over here, which is where the dwarves are. You'll enter this little cave here. There's a whole ice cave place to go through, and you'll pop out here and go here. But let me give you a close look on everything. This is the outside of the residence where you start. Here is Gilly Higgleson's little private residence. This guy found you in the I'm not gonna ruin the story. We'll talk about that later. But Felstrand. This is the town of Felstrand, kind of castle-like, but still simple. Nothing too crazy. We got some NPCs running around here, some of which will eventually ask you to do things. As of right now, they just kind of talk generically. I can't find my cat. I can't find my brother. Please get out of my garden, mister. I mean you no harm. Got your inn. Go upstairs, you got the pub, 2 entrances up and downstairs. You got a little item shop over here. Armor blacksmith, weapon blacksmith, the castle right here. Not castle, manor. It's where the Baron lives and resides and sits and makes all of his decisions and whatnot. Let's take a look here. The pub. You got your first floor down here. It's the inn. You got your little innkeeper. You can stay there. Go up here. There's the pub. You got a broken wine glass on the floor. A drunk dude passed out on the floor. General store with really nothing in it yet. Nobody here. No anything programmed for that yet, but got your guards here. The Baron, whose name is escaping my memory. The Baroness, right over here. You got the armory. The defense store. Then we'll go down to fuel, which is a quaint little port. Really, I haven't done anything with that. But you got the Great Sea Tavern, which is going to be Probably this pub here, I think, is where I put it. I don't think I've actually put anything in yet. Yeah, no, you can't go into any of those buildings yet, but I will eventually. You got the inn, first floor and second floor. Olavi's Smithing, another weapon shop. I believe it'll be weapon and armor. I'm not sure about that yet. I don't think, you know, as small as that town is, I don't think I'll do 2. General store, once again, nothing done there. Feels not a town that I've really reached in the store yet, so I've not done anything with it. Magarum, it's a little ice, not ice, a snow mountain area, and then you've got Castle Magarum. I haven't done the interior of that just yet, but I will. And then the ice maze that you have to go through to get to Magarum, which is pretty cool. So you start here on the first floor. There are several different areas to go to, and then they all pop up to their corresponding places. And then this one right over here will take you down to that. You go through here, pops you out of the exit, which is basically just a long staircase which takes you straight back to this point right over here. That's where you exit, that's where you enter, and there's Magarum. Fort Frostfell. Fairly simple looking fort, not altogether really too different from well, no, it's actually quite different, but whatever, that's not the point. You got the town of Frostfell right there. Got your little town square right over here, all your little buildings, your inn, your smithy, your pub, church or something. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. Frostfell Inn looks just like the inn in Fjall. The village headmaster's house. You got first floor, second floor, first floor, second floor. Zoom in, zoom out, out, out. Boom. Then the fortress interior, the Fort Frostfell. Got that, and then you got that up there. That's where the guy sleeps. That's where you hit the boob. That's where you hit the boob, ladies and gentlemen. That was for you, Janice. Cave entrance. Okay, this is going back to the very beginning, our first quest here. Let me scroll down. Talk to this guy, blah, 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 blah. You go to Norventhal, blah, 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 blah. Come back down and you enter here. And that takes you to a little sub-area, which is the entrance to the cave in the woods itself. And you'll go up through here. You got some chests strewn about here and here. And you go into the cave. And you got the Goblin Cave here, which I'm going to have to rename because originally I was going to put goblins in it, but that never came to fruition. You enter here, and you got a nice little maze, some stuff strewn about, and you got to go up here and here. And keep in mind, this is a completely optional quest, but it's actually crucial to the main story because you're allowed to continue on without it, but without him... No, I stand corrected, actually. I have an event on the next page that does not trigger unless you have him. So it's optional, you can skip him for the time being, but ultimately you're going to have to come back and get him. Don't remember what his name is, per se. Let's edit this event. Shlevuthner, which is actually originally was the name of the southern continent. Things have changed, but yeah. Here's a list of commands of him moving. yeah, commands suck. And this is all the text. He's a Nuvash right here, if you see that. That is his race. He's kind of an amphibious fish type person, similar to the Zoras in Legend of Zelda. But anyway, you go through all this. He joins your party. He becomes a main character, and ultimately your goal and his goal of stopping encroaching orc forces are one and the same. So we'll go to the second level of the Goblin Cave. Let me get rid of that event editor. There we go. And you go all through this little cave here. And got you a chest. And then your first boss fight, which is actually not a boss fight per se. It's actually just fighting a few orcs. But they're cut above the enemies you face up to that point. But if you level up properly and grind through it, they will be extremely easy to beat. Now, if you're foolhardy and want to just rush through it, they'll be incredibly difficult. I'm not making this game to be challenging. I'm making it to show a story and get my ideas out there. But I'm also designing it in a way where if you rush through it without the grinding, it will be extremely difficult. But if you grind through, not even really grind, but just go through all of your encounters, you'll be at a proper level and be able to tackle everything accordingly. So, I'm sure you're done listening to my voice. Let's play the game. Oh yeah, the intro sequence. I didn't discuss this yet. Look at all this garbage. Event. Wait 60 frames, fade out, show picture, fade in, wait 600 frames, blah 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 blah, garbage. Your opening text, all sorts of garbage. This took me a few hours to do because I kept messing it up. And then erase event. Garbage. Bunch of garbage. Okay. Let's play our game.